Hey guys, I just want to take a minute to show you some new gear items I just picked up. I know when all of us are out on our adventures or whatever in the woods or on the water that we're trying to, come up with some way to relive the moment, so to speak. So I've been looking for some items that I can use as an accessory to my camera to get some different shots or different videos, to document the trip so that we can relive the moment. I have a YouTube channel. I have maybe 50 subscribers. I'm not trying to be a YouTube star or anything, but I do it a lot. A lot of the reason is, because I enjoy the process of editing video and editing sound. I do drum videos. I take videos of hiking or fishing or whatever, and it's just fun to do. So with that being said, I had a coworker who bought one of these. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's called a Selfie Stick. And what it is you can extend this out and put your iPhone or camera or GoPro or whatever on the end of this, and take a shot from a distance, or while you're hiking, walk around with it like this, with the camera on the end of it. I waited about a month or two before purchasing this because I wanted to see how he liked it and how it held up. And he recently did a trip to New York and was up on the Statue of Liberty, at the top, and it's hard to lean over and get shots down below on the street, but he was able to take this and hang it over, and he was sending back on our phones, showing us videos of and pictures of that he was taking using this thing, and it was just really neat. And I checked his out, and I noticed that I didn't know how much it weighed, but I noticed that it was pretty lightweight. This stick right here alone just is 6.5 ounces, and that's pretty light. What I was doing for hiking was I made this little makeshift stick pick that I could put on the end of my hiking pole. I just wrapped a piece of electrical tape around it, and I got this at a dollar store. It was a little tiny tripod. I just cut the legs off of it and put a pipe clamp on the end of it and put the screw back in, and it works pretty good. Put it on the end of your hiking pole and it does basically the same thing. The only thing with that is I've gotten away from taking hiking poles with me because I just wind up using it as a way to prop my tarp up in porch mode, and I wind up carrying them most of the time, and I don't want to be carrying them around. So I thought this was a better idea if I don't have hiking poles, that I could take this, and it fits right in the pocket of my backpack, and just straps to the outside of the pack, and it's pretty lightweight. If I did take the hiking poles, then I would probably just leave this at home and take this. But with that being said, the Selfie Stick itself was, I think I paid $20 on Amazon, and it came with this stick, and it has a GoPro attachment, and the main reason was it's got a smartphone holder, so I can put my iPhone, and it has this little thing, and it extends, and the site says that it will do Galaxy phones and the bigger phones, so it extends pretty far, and it's pretty sturdy. It holds the phone fairly well. Another thing is, that was a plus that I bought this, because it comes with this little shutter remote, and it works off Bluetooth. You just turn the Bluetooth on your phone, and you just turn this on and it will connect to your phone, and then you can just start your video or picture from a distance and save disk space on your phone or whatever, as opposed to just running unnecessary video. For hiking, I've switched to, and fishing too really, I've switched to using my iPhone. I just find that the video and picture quality is better on the iPhone than it is with this camera, and I've had this camera a while, and it is a good camera. This is an Olympus, and it's a 720 SW, and it's waterproof. I've stuck this camera down in the water taking shots of me releasing fish, and I don't mind sticking this in the water. I know it's waterproof. My iPhone that I'm filming on now has a live-proof case that is supposed to be waterproof and dustproof. I've not put that to the test. I'm just a little nervous about sticking my iPhone in the water, even though the case is supposed to be waterproof. So if I was on my kayak, I'd probably take the camera with me just if I wanted to do underwater shots. But for hiking, I find that it's easy just to take the iPhone because I'm carrying it with me anyway, and it's not any extra weight. I don't have to carry this. Other than that, I'll show you the weights on this, and then I'll take you out to the garage and show you how I can use this on my kayak and get a lot, more versatile shots, a lot better shots than I've been getting. So, before we head out to the garage, there's one thing that I forgot to show you, one main component to the whole thing, which is something extra that I purchased. And that's this little ultra pod right here. I looked at the little gorilla pods, the ones with the legs you can wrap around branches or whatnot. Looked at a lot of reviews on them, and most of them had problems, and so I continued to look, and I know I've heard of the ultra pod. Shug uses it in a lot of his videos, and he really likes it. So ultimately I decided to go with this, and the only reason is because I think the legs are more sturdy. And what I can do with this is these little legs open up, and then I can adjust this straight up. And the other reason I went with the Selfie Stick here as opposed to some of the other ones, and that's another thing, some of these Selfie Sticks, they do not have these little levers right here. They're just like they telescope out and they can twist around, and the weight of the phone. I've seen some reviews, and a matter of fact, the coworker that bought this one also bought another one that telescopes for his daughter, and he wound up taking it back to the store because it was just really flimsy. This one is actually made by Kayak, so when you're looking for one, even if you don't get the one by Kayak, look for one that has these little levers. And the reason this one is more stable, it has grooves on both sides, so it won't twist and slip on you, and it's just a much sturdier option. But what I can do, another reason I bought this is right on the end of there, you can see it's got a threaded 1/4 inch attachment, and a lot of them don't. So what I can do is take the Ultra Pod and this, and I can make a tripod if need be, which is just another benefit. I can, stand this up somewhere, and use it just like a tripod. I have a tripod here at home, but it's a little bulky and heavy to be taken, on backpacking trips and whatnot. The other thing with the monopod, or the Ultra Pod, has this little Velcro. You can put this thing on a tree limb and then Velcro it around the tree limb to hold it in place, and just get even more shots that way. So I mean, the whole system together, I believe is somewhere around, I'll list all the weights, but I believe it's somewhere around 9 ounces, which is pretty light. That, for all this stuff you can take for your camera and get some great shots. So I figure it's worth the 9 ounces, for what you can do with it. So let's go out to the garage and I'll show you the mounts of stuff I have. Okay, here we are in the garage. This is my kayak. This is a Wilderness Systems Ride 135. You can look at my other video on kayak rigging, and you can, get a better look at this boat if, you want. But most of you who are fishermen probably recognize this as a Scotty mount. If you look up Scotty products, Google it. They make several mounts, rod holders, whatnot. This is actually a triple Scotty rod holder. It's like a little console thing here. Let's see if I can get it off here. It just twists off, and it's got a mount that I mounted right into my kayak, so I can take this off if I need to. But you just put the mount down there, twist around, and then drops in place. And this little triple mount has actually 3 mounts on it. I've got a cup holder here, the rod holder, and then this is an item that I purchased that I don't think is in my kayak rigging video, but I've bought this since, and this is a Scotty camera mount. So this is what I use to take self pictures of me holding, you know, my fish, you know, whatnot. But this is another tool that I'm going to be able to use. You know, here's the selfie stick. You screw that on there. You know, if I'm out wading or something, I can get shots, you know, from a distance, you know, if I need to. Put the phone mount attachment on top of that. Or this is another nice feature, the reason I bought this, for the phone mount. So now I have a way to mount my phone on my camera mount. So this thing has a little adjustment on the back here. You can, you know, tilt this thing whichever way you need to. That's pretty handy. I think I paid $18 for that. But very nice little tool. So this here is my crate. You see laying on top. This is a little light stick. These little lights you can get at Walmart, and it's tethered to this 1/2 inch PVC. But the nice thing is this 1/2 inch PVC fits right down. You can see the Scotty mount on the side of my crate here. Fits right down in there. And so I've got a light on my kayak if I'm launching pre-dawn or fishing at night or whatever. But this light will pop right off. And I haven't been able to locate it. I need to look around for it, but I have a little sleeve, 1/2 inch sleeve that goes over here. And I have a 1/4 inch screw on the top of it. Right now that's probably about 4 feet. But when I get the little sleeve and 1/4 inch screw attachment, I can put the selfie stick right on top of that. And fully extended, I could probably get 7 or 8 feet off the deck of the kayak, which is pretty high, and get a nice, you know, view out in front of the boat. Say if I've got tailing redfish or something and I'm out wading or fly fishing or whatever, I mean, I'm going to be able to get some really great shots with that. So that's just, you know, there's a lot of ways to get some nice pictures. And that's one thing I need to get better at, is taking more pictures and whatnot when I'm out. Sometimes it's a little stiff in there, but it'll come out. But, you know, if need be, I can take the camera mount off of here too and put that in the back and put the selfie stick on top of that. And, you know, just a lot of different ways you can get shots with the equipment I've got now. So I'm really happy with all the purchases that I've done. And I'm looking forward to actually getting some more, you know, pictures and video out there. So there you have it. Okay, here's everything laid out on my desk. You have the selfie stick. It weighs 6.4 ounces. The shutter remote, 0.4 ounces. The GoPro attachment, 0.4 ounces. The phone mount is 0.8 ounces. The stuff sack, 0.5 ounces. And this is the Ultra Pod. It weighs 1.8 ounces. Okay guys, I hope that was informative to you. As always, when I shut the camera off, I'm going to think of something that I should have talked about or something that I forgot. Usually happens, you know. I'm getting old. I'm going to be 48 in a week, so, you know, the mind's slipping. But in any case, if you have any questions or any comments or whatever, or you have some better ideas, please feel free to share it. I'll try to answer any questions I can, and I hope that some of you get something out of this, and I hope it was informative. So we'll talk to you later. Thanks.